Okay, guys, welcome back. And like we said, we're going to spend a few minutes share screening. I'm going to go to security. Okay, I have enabled share screen. Okay, so if Reem, you are here with us, please start share screening your
Okay.
documents with us, please. Thank you.
Wait. Oh, you can see it now? No. Yes, you're able to see it?
Yes, we see it's perfect. Hmm. Perfect. Okay, so the daily news, Arthur Keller, the governess or caregiver. Okay, help wanted is your title. Can you scroll down, please? Okay, scroll further down, please.
Oh, here. Okay. You need
Yes,
the
good.
salary.
This is good. All right, so salary. If interested, you will receive a salary of $25 a month. Okay, so here we're using the same salary that Annie Salvian is going to get or receive in the story or in the drama, which is fine. Okay, one benefit is having a private room with a private bathroom, paying a salary that includes a few holidays each year and 1 to 2 weeks of paid time off, health insurance, taxes, and annual bonus. So let's
Ah, okay.
annual bonus does not need a capitalization,
Mm.
and also health insurance does not need capitalization, and also taxes are not really benefits, Reem. When you're paying taxes, that's money that's coming out of your pocket. Okay, that's money, that's the deduction. Yani taxes are not extra, taxes are deductions. Yani I take money from you, you get me, and it goes
Ah,
to the
yeah.
government. Okay, so usually taxes are not bonuses. Okay, they're not benefits. They're actually something that people hate to pay. All right, so let's remove it from that, and let's lowercase health insurance, and let's also lowercase the word annual in a bonus. Okay, and you can also use more, narrow it down. Okay, I would suggest that you would narrow down a little bit your details. Okay, instead of saying a few holidays, which holidays
I
are you
don't know
referring to?
why.
Excuse me.
I don't know why I'm tired يعني مثلا religious holiday. I don't know why
Uh, like
specifically.
for example, are you referring to Thanksgiving? Thanksgivings. Maybe you
Maybe.
want to, maybe Christmas. So specify which holidays is she, can she, would you give her off where she could travel back to Boston, or you could travel back to your state, whatever. Okay, so you can give them the times off. Mention which holidays would you factor in.
Okay.
Okay, and this is fine. Okay, as for benefits and salary, good. The job description: a respectable, steady young woman. All right, so here you're, this is what you're looking for. Okay, you're looking for someone who's about 22 years of age. Okay, I need you to please write out the number 22. Okay, do not, will not use numericals except for dates. uh all get used to that, all of you. Okay, if you're writing numbers, we're going to write them out. About 22 years of age, all right, is required as a governess of all work who can look after an illness girl. Okay, illness is a noun. You need to find an adjective to describe a girl. An illness is a sickness. It's a noun. Okay, you can change, and you're trying to say an afflicted. You can say an afflicted girl, or a sick child, a sickly child, or a sickly young girl. Okay, but illness is a noun. So here you need to find what, Reem? You need to find a adjective. Okay.
Like this?
Yes.
Or can you hear me?
Okay, so this is an afflicted girl, aged 6 years and a half. So we need to just write out the six again. Okay, write out all the numbers that you're mentioning. You need to write them out in letters. Instead of that is described by her doctors, you can say doctors have diagnosed her with. Okay, so that is described by her doctors. No. Okay, so delete that and replace it with doctors have diagnosed her with, and then you can put that the condition in quotes if you want. So the doctors have diagnosed her with acute congestion of the stomach and brain. You have to mention that this is not her condition. You have to further explain, Reem, that this condition has led her to become.
I I sat here. Oh
Okay,
no.
so in the top, then in the beginning here, in here, you need to mention that this happened to her when she was a few months old, a year and a half. So here you can mention that this acute congestion of the stomach and the brain, she was diagnosed with it when she was a year and a half. And then at the bottom, you can explain that the effects of this congestion left her with being blind and deaf, and therefore she also became a mute. Okay, because she doesn't
Which one of these? First one?
diagnosed the third. Yes, the doctors have diagnosed her. Okay, put her.
I will add.
Remove the as.
My internet
With
is bad.
with diagnosed her with a condition. Yes, Ali.
Miss, can you let Usama Gizi in?
Yes. Thank you. With a condition called and yes, Ali. And Reem, are you there?
Must wait. Yes.
A
Sorry, my
condition
internet is bad.
a condition called. Okay, so called the cold. Let's put the cold the acute congestion. Okay, that's it. This is a 24 hours live in a job. Mm, the wording doesn't is not great here. Can someone suggest another way of wording things? How can she wants to say that basically this is going to be you're going to be required to work this the position 24 hours a day. So this is basically an all day type of job. So can anyone suggest of another way to word it? How can we say it? I can suggest, Reem, that you would say that this job require. Okay, Judy, huh? Let's hear it from Judy. How would you word it?
I would like something like this will be a 24-hour job, so I suggest you would be prepared for like something like this. Yeah, I don't.
I would say that this job will require you to live on board, okay, or to move in. So it would be highly suggested to be free from responsibilities. Okay, so basically, if we need someone who doesn't have outside responsibilities, so that they could focus and devote their time and energy to Helen. Okay, so this job will require you to stay on board, or require to stay in the residence, to stay in no, remove on board, to stay in the residence, in the Keller residence, to stay in the Keller residence. Capitalize Keller. Keller is a proper noun. Residence with a D. Residence. Residence. Remove the second S.
Autocorrect is everything.
Mhm. Okay, click on it. See what's the problem.
Doesn't say the problem. Okay.
Okay, right click on requires and find a synonym for it. Because you already said require. It will require you to stay in the colors residence, and I don't want to use require again. You can say obligates you, or let's see. Needs. You can say
What?
needs. Needs.
Okay.
And needs devotion, commitment, and willingness. Remember, you're listing nouns, yeah, Reem. Devotion, commitment, and willing. ما ينفعش. You can't do that. You can't have a list of nouns and then boom comes a verb. You need consistency. If you're making a list of nouns, then you're gonna keep it a list of nouns. Devotion, commitment, and willingness. Willingness. Okay, change willing as a verb to willingness. Okay, and willingness. No, to enter into her amusements.
I don't know. Did I change it also?
Yes. Okay, in the Keller's residence and needs devotion, commitment, and willingness to find innovative teaching methods that can intrigue Helen, for example. Okay, and willingness to find teaching methods, or to find innovative or new teaching methods
I hate that. Okay.
that are intriguing, or that are mind-catching or attractive. Or you want to say that you want Helen to be intrigued. Okay, you can say that are intriguing. Okay, intriguing. Let's see. In R I I.
Like this?
Yes.
No. Yes.
Yes, this is correct.
My internet is bad, so I hear you barely.
You hear me late. It's okay. Just put a period. Okay, good job. Can you please go down a little bit?
Yes, of course.
Captain
No.
Arthur Keller home. You need an apostrophe S in the contact and location, because again here you're showing ownership, that the house belongs to the Keller. Okay, so you need a Keller apostrophe S. No, we don't put the apostrophe S in homes. Who are you showing ownership to?
Yeah.
Captain Arthur Keller's home in Tuscumbia, Alabama. Okay, instead of home, you can say residence. Okay, we're trying to it can sound more professional. What do you mean by communicate by newspaper? What does that mean, Reem? How do you communicate by newspaper?
When I searched about the communication, it told me they communicate by newspaper. So
Like how?
I don't know how, but they told me they can't communicate by newspaper. I can delete it, and I have two other.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, if you want to keep it, go ahead, but you can just clarify what it means. All right, so communicate by newspaper, by telegraph machine, or by Morse code.
Oh yes. yeah, that's what I was going to say. Sometimes people in old days, they did communicate with newspaper.
Good. So you basically mean do they write each other letters via the newspaper or something? Just anyway,
Yes.
if it's something, just clarify.
I can read it if
No, keep it, baby. If you did research and it makes sense, then go ahead, use it. Just clarify. All right, and that's it. And then here, Helen Keller is stricken with scarlet fever. The illness leaves her blind, mute, and deaf. Sealed off from the world, Helen cannot communicate with anyone, nor anyone with her. Okay, perfect. Okay, this is actually very good. Okay. Can I just see? Can you just move up a little bit, please, Reem, so that we could see the side? Here we need to mention up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay. Qualifications: a governess supervise and educate my daughter in a private household. Duties: a governess should be able to showcase in her resume are teaching subjects like English, math, and science, taking my daughter to educational outings, helping my daughter to develop social skills, collaborating with parents, and teaching manners and etiquette. Successful resume for this role are some abilities such as being able to motivate and discipline my daughter. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. The only thing that I feel that would make it bring up the ad is if we add illustrations. Okay. And I didn't mention that before,
oh,
but
okay.
you can add it wherever you want. I would suggest you can add it under job description. Since you have a gap here, we can add an illustration. Okay, just one. That is a requirement for all of you. Not and fix the machine. You have a spacing problem down there. Fix it by machine down in the contact, down by the contacts.
I tried.
Just backspace. You have a spacing issue. Go down, Reem, and just backspace the word
Okay.
more, the word or backspace it a little bit. Now double just do one space because now you left no space. Oh, let me
Okay,
see,
like
let me
this.
see. Oh, this is good. Oh, okay. Good. Okay, and just add all of you please add a illustration. An illustration means an image, a picture, and that is related to the topic that you're discussing. Okay, make sure that your picture is not vague or off topic. Reem, thank you. Amazing work, honestly. You did a great job. Great job. Thank you. Okay, you can end your screen share. Thank you. Your
So,
share screen.
Miss, when I finish the final Outlook, yani, where should I send it?
You're gonna email it to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So when your final draft, you're gonna email it to me. Thank you, Reem. All right. Next on the list, I need please. Let's go with let's go with Judy. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, baby. Go ahead.
Is it sharing?
Yes, it's shared. Perfect. Okay, so let's start with the salary. Here we are hiring. Good. Tuscumbia today. Name of the newspaper. Perfect. Yaluji. Judy. The position is it's caretaker or a governess. That's perfect. Salary and benefits will offer you health insurance if needed, a private room and bathroom, vacations on weekends and Christmas, Thanksgiving, holidays, and food. Okay, and the salary is $25 per month. Instead of the slash, you can use the word per. Okay, instead of the slash down there, per month would be better. Okay, so just remove the slash and you would say $25 per month. Okay, or the word per and with the right spacing. Okay. Job descriptions will need someone who can take care of a blind, deaf, and mute little girl. Also, a professional teacher to help her how. Oh, you need a verb to help her, show her how, or to help her understand right away. Okay, to help her and take out how to help her understand right away. To understand what? Okay, you have to be more specific. To help her specific more, to help her understand what. After the word understand, you need to write, make a little note to yourself that you need to mention what do you want her to understand. To understand language, okay, you can mention that. Okay, to understand to understand language, or the alphabet, whatever you want to put, and how to express her words. Okay, instead of words, we don't express words, we express feelings, okay, and needs. Okay, so how to express her needs or feelings. Okay, so remove words and replace it with thoughts and feelings. If she throws tantrums, which she does, you can discipline her. Okay, good. Okay, you need to leave just a space between blind and deaf after the comma. Yeah, leave a little space so that you don't have this error. Okay.
Error is still showing. I don't know that something's wrong.
Can you try to right click them? See what Microsoft corrects them with?
Rewrite it and see.
Okay, try.
Now
Okay,
it's
perfect.
green, but
It's just different colors. Okay, let's see. It's okay, Judy. We'll fix it later when you're, play with it, see what's the problem. All right, so let's look at the qualifications. We'll need someone who is wise and energetic, patient. Okay, and here, okay, we don't need the and until the end. Okay, you're still listing, so we don't need this and. Wise, energetic, patient, mature, calm, and always active. Energetic and always active are the same, so you're being redundant. Okay, so either keep energetic or always active. Whichever one you want to keep, and delete the other. Okay, good. All right. You will have to know what you're dealing with and to get tasks done and be passionate. Okay. I need you to mention more about the experience. Do you want the caregiver, the caretaker, or the caregiver to have previous experience? Do you want someone who have dealt with children before? Yes or no? All right. Also mention gender and age of the person that you want, like Reem did. All right. Are you looking for a female? Are you looking for a male? Okay. Or are you looking for any gender? Okay. So you need to mention that. If you're looking for any gender, you can also say it could be any gender. Okay. So again, okay. So just mention age, gender, and mention if you want previous experience. Yeah, Judy, you can mention, for example, that you want the person to have worked previously with children. Okay. Remember, Annie Salve, one of the advantages that she had is that she is a teacher. She came as a teacher working with blind kids in the Perkins Institute. So you can mention that as one of the things that you're looking for in the qualifications. Okay, if interested, please contact this number and or mail us a letter back. Okay, so you're gonna provide a number. You can make up a number. You can put any number you want. The location will be in Tuscumbia, Alabama, in the Keller's home.
I don't know about the location of the colors also.
That's fine. We can just keep it the Keller's home. Okay, you don't need the further. Just keep it, and don't forget you just need the apostrophe, just like we did with Reem. Okay, and we're gonna remove the word home, and we're gonna substitute it with another word, residence. Another word.
this is what happens when I put an apostrophe.
Judy, your voice is very low.
Can you hear me better?
Yes, go ahead.
This is what happens when I put an apostrophe S. And it has a space, so I can't.
Okay, you can play with it later, but overall it's fine. Okay, in the overview of who we are, instead of saying we are the Keller family from the south, we can say that we are a southern family. Okay, we are a southern family. Okay, you can mention also how many people are in the household. Okay, you can mention how many people are in the household. You can also mention another thing that you can mention is that there are servants available. Okay, like Vinny. Okay, you can mention that we have a Vinny. Vinny is our domesticated servant or domestic servant, and she will be glad to help you if you need any help, and we can offer you a hand in dealing with Helen or dealing with our daughter and blah blah blah. Okay, so just mention more about that, and in the qualifications mention more qualifications. But overall, good job, Judy, and don't forget to add your picture or your illustration. Okay. Now, Osama, please share your screen with us. Thank you, Judy. Perfect. Osama, you ready?
Yes, miss, 1 second.
Okay, sure. Until he does, let's see. Momin, can you share screen with me? Your task, your ad. Momin. Momin, you're here, but I do not hear from you. I don't hear anything from you, as if you're not here.
Miss, mine is ready.
1 second, Osama. Momin, are you here? If I'm calling on you guys and you're not answering, I'm going to mark you absent. I hope you know that, Momin. Just because you're signed in or you're logged in and you're not saying anything, to me, you're absent. Okay, so please pass that message on to him. I don't know if he hears me or not. Okay. Go ahead, Osama. Share screen, honey.
So you should add illustration مثلا of Helen. Oh, the font.
That's fine. You can do that. You can add an illustration of Helen and say this is Helen Keller. Okay, if maybe they're interested in seeing how she looks. Okay.
Miss, so is it sharing?
Yes. Perfect. Okay. Go up to the title, please. Okay. Hiring employers. You are the employer. Okay, guys. There's a difference between employer and employee. Okay, employer is the one that hires. So in this case, you guys are the employer because you are the one doing the hiring. But if you're hiring an employee. Okay, so you need to capitalize the E, number one, in a title. So hiring E, capital. And instead of employers, we can say hiring employees. So take out the R and put another E. Okay. Yes, there you go. Hiring employees, and you can make the font a little smaller so that it could fit in one. You can take it down to 47 maybe or 46, just so that it fits in one line. You know what I mean? You can type it. Type 47, or you can try 45. Still big? Go down more. Go to. It's 45. Yes. Okay, that's fine. 45 is good. All right.
That's perfect like this.
Okay, good. And Alabama newspaper, this is fine, but you need to capitalize the N because again, it's the name of a newspaper. It needs to be capitalized. And of course, you need to fill in the position that is in the top corner. All right, so fill that in when you get a
Miss, I forgot this one. I didn't know what to put in it.
It's a governess. Some people, Judy put caregiver. You can put caretaker. whichever title that is suitable that you want to put. You can put more than one title, like the ladies did. Okay.
Babysitter, for example.
She's not a
Could it be
babysitter
like a
because she's gonna
babysitter?
teach her. No, she's not a babysitter, and Helen is not a baby. Okay, so you can look for terms on your own. That's fine. Let's go down, كده يا أسامة, so that we can read and
Okay.
see what you have. Okay, employers will be again employees. Okay, employee.
Yeah.
Okay,
I forgot this mistake.
that's fine. Okay, employees will be provided. Okay, now you're only hiring one person. So you're gonna need to say the employee or the worker or the one singular. Okay, will be provided $60 and a dollar sign goes on the other end. Okay, the dollar sign goes at the other end of the number. Not including the extra room and food every day. Okay, so after month, we need to put a period, and we need to, after this, we need to start a new sentence. Okay, so you can delete the whole not included, the extra room. You can just say that we will be accommodating you with a room, a personal room. Okay, and a three-course meal. And a three-course meal, that means you'll feed them 3 times a day: breakfast, lunch, dinner. Okay, so here, okay, so we will, okay, good. Accommodate.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was going for providing.
Okay, well, you put provided before, so now you're going to accommodate. We will accommodate you with, okay, and then you'll explain that you're going to accommodate with a
4-course meal and shelter, maybe.
with a personal room, okay, your own room, okay, or your private room, and then you can mention a three-course meal. Okay, I like the warning at the end that skipping days of work will crucially affect the employer's salary. That's fine. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
No one mentioned any penalties also. So it's a good gesture that you provided a penalty.
Thank you.
Good. Okay, so a penalty is good, and also it could you can use it to describe also, and that could be also a little idea for others. Okay, that didn't, you can mention that. Okay, good job, Yagizi. Okay, good health insurance. That's fine, and taken good care
Yeah.
of. Okay, since my daughter is mute, deaf, and blind, the employer, again, the employee is expected. So every time you see employer, just change it to employee. The employee is expected to have a good experience. Are you using the word good frequently? I need you to substitute all the goods with other adjectives.
Yeah.
Okay. So instead of saying good experience, you can say related experience. Related experience. That means you want them to have experience related to teaching a deaf and blind and mute person. Okay, so a related experience, or we can say a profound experience, whatever. But okay, good adjective, not good. Okay, good health insurance. Also, if you can change good health insurance, yeah, that would be good if you could do that for me. Okay, a related experience at teaching my daughter how to communicate with others, how to name random objects, and how to. And if you're gonna look, what you're doing, guys, here is called parallelism. Parallelism is when you use the same grammatical structure. You cannot stop your parallelism suddenly. Yeah, and you cannot say how to communicate with others, how to name random objects and differentiate them. Okay, Meshi, you're trying to and how to. I was gonna say مثلا and say and how to differentiate them, but this is a continuation. خلاص ماشي. Okay, the employee should also teach my daughter how to control her emotions and how to deal with other people, as well as teaching her important life lessons and how to utilize different tools. We are okay. Tools after tools, you need to add a period because now you're starting a long. You're having a big long line. يا جيزي. You need to break down your sentences شوية. Because this is one huge line. So we need to end tools and then start بقى a new sentence with we are expecting the employee to be fully dedicated to the job.
This one.
To the job. Employee should fully handle hard work and to put everything they can into the job. Okay, good. All right. So you're trying to say that they should be dedicated to it. So fix the period after job, and because it's down there, it should be next to job. The employer should be well experienced at this profession. Okay. The employer is also expected to give his all and be fully dedicated from my daughter to be a better person and for good relationship with her. Okay, so in experience and qualification, Gizi, I suggest that you delete this entire paragraph and start over with bullets. Okay, you can do a bulleted list. Okay, so I suggest that you delete this whole paragraph and just do a bulleted list. A bulleted list would sound better with you, with how you're listening, because in that you're listening, you're not talking like the girls were talking. In that you're listening, so I think you can create a bulleted list. Okay, and don't leave it now, don't cut it now, but when you do it, yani back it down and then create a bullet. Shoot everything that you've written here and just create a bullet for it. Start out with the age, start with the gender, which gender, how many years of experience do you want this person. You said here that you want this person to have previous experience with this profession. Okay, so again, you want to mention how many years of experience do you want the person to have. You also mentioned that you want the person to be 20 years old. Okay, so mention them in a bulleted list, and this goes for everyone. If you want to put the qualifications and experience in a bulleted list, you may do that. Or for contacting me, the phone number will be provided. Okay, may you please go down for a little bit? Okay, the font here is big suddenly. It's not Times New Roman 12. I don't know why. Elia, for contacting me, the phone number will be provided. Here is, so please maintain one solid font, consistent font throughout your ad.
I said it's Time New Roman.
Yeah, I know, but the size is not. The size is 12 and it's bold. While everything else isn't.
Okay. Is there anything else I should add?
Make it size 12, please, Usaima. Make it size 12. Everything that you're typing in the ad is a size 12.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Now the spacing between the boxes, fix it. The employees again, or the employee will be living at the same house that is located at Tuscumbia, Alabama. So you can, instead of saying living in the same house, we can say that the employee will be living on board, okay, or will be joining us in our residence, or welcome to join us at our residence so that they can keep a better eye on Helen. Okay, so will be living at this house? No. Okay, will be joining us